Good morning and welcome to the Codependent Knitters. This is my friend Dawn.
This is my friend Lisa.
And yeah, we've been pretty busy. Did you want to talk about the subscribers? The shock?
Yeah. So this is episode 12.
Yes.
And we're recording December 15th, but we may be adding a few little snippets before we finally put it up on YouTube. So just know that there might be a few little segments we add to it before we post it in a few days. Yeah, we are at 925 subscribers, which is mind-blowing. Like, just 500 was mind-blowing. This is crazy.
I know, right? It's crazy.
She keeps sending me texts and she'll have a screenshot of and she'll circle the count. And I'm like, what? Like, stop. You're stressing me out. It's crazy. So thank you, everyone.
Yes. No, it's awesome. It's good.
So
it's exciting. It's kind of...
It is. This has exceeded our wildest dreams.
Yeah, no.
So welcome to everyone who's new.
Yes.
And thanks for coming back, everyone who has come back. And there's a lot of podcasts out this week. Everyone's getting their episodes
busy,
done.
Right?
Yeah. Everyone's getting them in before Christmas. So I'm a little behind watching some of my favorites. But I've got a lot to get caught up on over the holidays. So this may be our last chance to talk to you before Christmas. And we just want to wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. I don't even know all of the
Happy holidays.
Feliz Navidad. Whatever you celebrate life. Just have a good time. Yeah.
So what else do you want to talk about that one? Because that one's pretty cool too.
Yeah, our Ravelry group.
Yes, we're at 175 members.
That's awesome.
That's great.
And we have some knit-alongs coming up. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But we'll have some knit-alongs in the new year. Mm-hmm. But first, let's talk about things we've done recently. Events.
No, we've been busy.
We've been busy.
We've been pretty busy.
Shortly after our last recording, we went to Knit Stitch in London for end of the month knit night.
On Wednesdays.
Yeah, she has it on Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month, and then all the other weeks of the month, it's on Thursday evening from 5 to 7. And it's a great time if you're in the London area. We highly recommend that you go. Mm-hmm. She has a really good crowd, and it's a beautiful little store. She's got a lot of nice yarn and fabric, and it's a good group of knitters that go. And they have a lot of fun. They do.
But last time we went...
That time, though... So sometimes Suzanne, the owner, does special events. Like she'll have pop-up shop of a local small business. Mm-hmm. So that night she had Boombox cupcakes or Boombox Bakery cupcakes.
Yes, and they were amazing.
They were phenomenal.
They were vegan.
They were vegan, all vegan, and they were incredible. Yeah. Yep. And Boombox, we were going to pay for them, and she just left them no charge. So we collected donations for. I think it's like a women's shelter type charity, and we donated. Suzanne donated that to that place, and that was really nice. So while we were there, we picked up some yarn because, as one does, I got some cakes of Suzanne's own hand dye. She is now hand dyeing some yarn, and cupcake night, she had little cupcakes of yarn. So they're just little minis, and I got this is like a beautiful periwinkle. Beautiful blue, cornflower blue.
I got that one too.
The blue?
Nope, the one you have.
This one? What would you call this? It's like a raspberry.
Yummy.
Some people would call this mauve, but I think it's a little too close to raspberry.
It's my sister's place. The charity was my sister's place.
Thank you.
No problem.
I knew it was something I couldn't remember. This is a little bit brighter than this. You can see.
Yeah.
I can't hold them all.
Well, I could help.
And then this beautiful violet.
I like the violet.
Ooh. I know.
So sound effects. Can you do that again?
I know. The good for heels and toes, or anything you might want to do with minis.
You could even just do stripes in them.
You could do stripes on something. They're beautiful colors. And what did you get at Suzanne's that night?
Oh, what did I get at Suzanne's? Would you believe I went home and got it and left it way over here? Okay, so I got. Don't be shocked. It's okay. It's okay. We're trying to broaden my horizons.
She is changing. Ta-da! This is me.
So yeah, it's Life in the Long Grass. And where's the color?
Shade?
Shackle? shade. Could be.
Shield.
Anyways.
The colorway name. I don't know what it is.
I know, right?
We'll just show you because we don't know. That's what it says.
And then I bought the little,
that's beautiful.
The little one to go with it.
Oh, perfect. Look how it picks up on the rosy color in there. So this is, you're going to do socks?
I think so.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Suzanne has Life in the Long Grass and some other really nice yarns there. So good for you for not buying gray.
I know. Yeah.
And going a little crazy. Is this mine?
That's mine.
Okay.
Well, we could also talk about what we picked up there, but we weren't supposed to have it.
What? Oh, yeah. While we were there, we picked up the Fiber Friends winter kit. A few days ahead of its release, but we were coming to London, so it's saved on shipping. So they let us take it and keep it a secret. But now we can talk about it because it's out, and actually it's all sold out. They sold out in 24
I know.
hours.
They're so cute, though.
Amazing.
They're so cute.
So the winter kit, and this is from the Fiber Friends podcast, which we hope you watch. 3 good friends of ours, Caroline, Louise, and Adrian. And this kit, they do them seasonally, like about 4 a year, and then they do some mini kits. But their big kits usually include a bag made by Caroline and her sister-in-law, Kathy. Their company is Evertote. A pattern by Louise, who is a pattern designer and fabulous knitting teacher. And then yarn dyed by Adrian, whose company is Old Oak Yarns on Etsy. And so this kit was like the grand slam of this year. It was awesome. So this is the bag. It's a beautiful wintry, go a little closer. Beautiful winter scene. Look at those trees. Is it wintry? It doesn't matter. It's gorgeous. Winter colors.
And the antlers, the swirly antlers.
Yeah. And
I didn't bring mine, but it came with a notion pouch too.
Oh, I have mine. And there was a notion pouch this time. Coordinating notions pouch. And the yarn from Adrian. Which, okay, hold them up together because she nailed it. Look how perfect that is. With the blues and the dark blue and a little bit of that brown. Like, that's the exact colors. Come on.
Sorry about the cat hair.
She named this Winter Chill.
Yep.
And then the pattern, which I didn't print off, it's called the Toka Hat Pattern. And you can find it on Ravelry. And when you bought the kit, it was included with the kit. So I have cast on.
And it has, you can either do the messy,
like a messy
or
bun
regular,
hat.
right?
Yeah. Or she included instructions for closing it up. Should I show it now?
Yeah,
since I'm working on it.
Show it.
Instead of my whips. Instead of in the whips, we'll talk about it now. So I've started the cast on for the hat. I've knit. There's a 10-row repeat, and I'm just on my second repeat now. And you can see it's got like a this twisty section all the way around. And then there's a special section where actually I'm in the middle of it right now, kind of some cables, and it looks a little different just up in this one section of the hat. So I'm really enjoying it, and it doesn't look good on the floor. It looks beautiful. And
it's pretty. Can I see it?
Yeah. I think I dropped a stitch. That's okay.
That is neat, eh?
Yeah. This is when you see it on the picture of the pattern, it kind of zigzags.
Oh, that's cool then.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
Nice. I love it.
I'm impressed with you.
I did drop a stitch. Could pick that right back up. I'll fix it up later. So that's the hat, which I've started. And that's just going to be for me, so I'm in no rush to finish it. But hopefully over Christmas, like by the next podcast, we'll have it done for an FO.
Yeah.
So that was their winter kit. Then in between, after that knit night, about a week ago today, Adrian came to see us in Sarnia, which is really nice. And she wanted to come and just pick up a few things in Sarnia, and we had lunch, and we went to Feather Your Nest, which is a local store here. It's a home and gift store with a lovely selection of yarn. About 20% of the footprint of her store is yarn. We've talked about her before on
Terry.
our podcast.
Yeah,
Terry.
Yeah.
So we stopped in there and, of course, picked up some yarn.
That one's mine. I guess it wasn't.
You do have it. We picked up yarn, as one does. And
I picked up a little piece. I haven't.
You picked up, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Sure, so?
Yeah.
Okay, Mom. Can't watch.
Close your eyes, Mom. And don't listen. This is a beautiful teal green color that is
not showing up.
Hang on, back up.
But it's
just... Color's better if you back up a bit. That's a little
We could
closer.
cuddle.
Oh my gosh, I love this color.
It feels so nice.
Okay, so what's the yarn?
The yarn is Peru by Blue Moon Fibers, and it's just gorgeous, and it's so soft, and I love the color.
The Peru base
and it's
is
the silver.
The pattern is Silver by Northbound Knits, Lisa Much. And this yarn, the Peru base, is 50% alpaca, 30% merino, and 20% silk.
I think so. I've
talked about it before because I did the same. I did silver in, it's hanging up, but I did it in Peru as well, and it is incredibly soft.
I know, it's gorgeous.
So you're close to being done, I think.
I am.
And it comes in a huge skein, so it's
all of that.
It's an Aran weight.
All of that and that.
Yeah, one skein.
That's all one skein,
and it's Aran weight, so that's a lot of yarn in one skein.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's funny because when you look at it, you think, "Wow, that's." It's expensive for a skein. That was my initial, but then when you look at the yardage, it's like, wow, that's actually the equivalent to 2 skeins almost.
Well, I did Jamie's shawl.
Yeah.
And that was, I had to use 2.5 skeins of your typical worsted weight. So price wise, and this has alpaca and silk. Yeah. So it's very comparable. It's just that it looks like a lot because you're buying it all in one.
You get a little bit of an initial shock because,
So don't let if you're ever
in the mood to buy it, rub it and cuddle it and everything. It's so
That's what she said. He said. Okay. So this is the Jamie shawl that I did, which I'm going to talk about again, just because I wear it a lot and I get so many compliments on it. So Jamie's shawl, Jamie from Cozy Up Knits, just released this pattern. A lot of people are knitting it right now, and it's a beautiful worsted weight, or you can do it in DK. So I really recommend it. I wear it all the time. And I talked about it on our last episode, I believe. Okay.
I think I'm starting to find I like about shawls is you can knit them in any weight. You just have to bear in mind
you have to know how much you're going to need.
Yeah. So,
I bought, when Adrian was here.
Oh, yeah. It's up there.
Wrong package.
You got so many packages.
I have so many packages. I bought a kit at Feather Your Nest. It's a pattern that Terry created. It's called Experiment with Texture Triangular Shawl. So if you buy her pre-made kits, you get the pattern with it. Mm-hmm. And she can make you up a kit in whatever colorway you like. So it uses 2 skeins of Hedgehog, 1 skein of the Skinny Singles, and 1 skein of Kid Silk Lace in whatever color combo you desire. This one is called Oracle. It's a little different from me, but I just liked it. I was telling her that it would be great for her, and then just something about it, this little shot of lime green, like this poison green, which isn't picking up on the camera. It's quite bright.
Mm-hmm. It's like neon.
That's a little better. If I go really close. Yeah. So that's just a little project for me. I'm not sure if I'm going to do, this shawl is a triangular shawl, and you hold both yarns together. Mm-hmm. I may do an asymmetrical triangle instead. Okay. I'm not sure, but it's in my future to-do list.
So that kit there,
that kit
that she had, my mother gave me some Hedgehog, and I thought my mom would really like it. Don't look, Mom.
Don't look, Mom.
So she gave me the pink.
It's way brighter.
Crazy pink. You can't see it.
If you hold it right here, it kind of looks, because it's darker. It's getting blown out in the light from the window.
I'll block the light.
Yeah, it's hot neon pink. Beautiful.
And that. So she can do it that. Mm-hmm. Or this one.
So, wow.
That one you lose it, eh? You can't see it because it's crazy.
Oh, they're like neon. They glow.
That's a good word. They do glow.
They do.
So
this colorway is called Pinky Swear. And
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so those are going to be gift knits.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna add that in.
Well, see, I was thinking about adding that in, and you could do this stripe, gray stripe, pink stripe, gray stripe, pink stripe,
and hold this
and hold that with the whole thing. So I thought that might be kind of neat.
Yeah.
And if I don't do that, then look, I have 2 gray.
For
what
you.
What do they call it? Cinder.
Cinder.
I have 2 cinders.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my
So that's what you got.
That's what I got.
Feather Your Nest.
I figured that out that day. Yeah. So.
Okay. And then the third event that's happened recently, last night actually, well, not when you see this, but last night for us recording this, we went back to London. Fortunately, the snow stopped. Southwestern Ontario has finally gotten our winter snow. And we, the roads were clear, and we went to London for Knit Stitch Knit Night again, but it was off-site this time.
It was. It was at Anderson Craft Ales.
So, craft brewery in London. Really cool place.
Really cool place.
It reminds me of Refined Fool in Sarnia.
Yeah.
In that it's just
beer.
It's all craft beer, and they have board games. And Anderson, they had upstairs. They had a whole bunch of big long picnic tables.
Yeah, to sit at.
Yeah,
they even had like cribbage boards and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
people were having a beer, playing games, and then all of us knitters.
So we converged on them.
It was a really good turnout.
There was a really good turnout.
Yeah.
I felt bad for those poor people. There was like 2 guys sitting there playing
at the end
something,
of the table,
and they were just kind of all these people come in and sit down and knit, and they were kind of like, whoa.
It was fun.
It was fun though. It was really good. Really good crowd. It was nice to see everybody. Where's your thing that you got then last night?
Oh yeah, I got a few things
right there.
Okay, so there's something I was going to say about that, but I forget. Anyways, doesn't matter. Cheryl from My Needle Crafts came. She's
and it is so nice
for you
put
to
a
meet.
face
Yeah,
to a name.
I knew who she
me.
was. Yeah, from a previous knit night.
Right.
I wanted a bag from her, so I had ordered this bag, the Christmas Cats bag. Okay, is it cute or what? I love it. And so she was going to bring it to Knit Night for me, and then she sent me a message last week and said, do you want to do a bag swap? Yeah. So I made her a Cardinals bag out of my winter fabric. And she showed up last night, and we swapped. And I have some pictures that I took from last night that will be in our slideshow at the end of the podcast.
I put a bunch on Instagram last night.
Yeah, Lisa
did you
put a
hear
bunch.
That? Ding, ding,
yeah.
Ding.
On Instagram. And there were a few little extras, some tea and some stitch markers. And she gave me...
so pretty the way she does that inside.
I know. It's her label. My Needle Crafts. She makes beautiful bags. She makes like they're round ones with a pocket or
the pocket,
a divider in the middle, and they're like a beautiful round bucket. So if you were doing 2 at a time, you could have your 2 skeins or 2 balls on each side.
Idea.
Yeah, she has a beautiful bag. She does a lot of the shows. She was at the Kitchener show and Woodstock.
Yeah.
And there's a new show we just heard about from Cheryl. It's going to be in June 9th in Kawartha Lakes. Yeah. And so we don't know a whole lot yet. We'll be talking about that in the new year as we find out more. But I think Cheryl's going to do that show. And Adrienne of Old Oak Yarns was also thinking she might go in the show.
So it might be interesting to see
involved, it's a bit of a drive for us, but it's kind of nice that it's in June. So something different. And yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we can go. Especially when it's a brand new one. It'll be fun.
Know, right?
Yeah. So that was one of the things I got last night. And then I also got a skein of yarn from Suzanne. So when we were at Suzanne's store,
you noticed that last time we were there.
When we were there in
the
November,
out.
she had the cakes that we mentioned, but she also had a basket of skeins of yarn, and she just hadn't like tagged them and put labels on them yet. And I got home and I was thinking about it, and she had a hat knit up in a multicolored one in a bulky that I loved. Yeah. So I sent her a note last week and just said, okay, I really want that yarn, and can I pick it up at Knit Night? So here it is. It's gorgeous, and it's looking more browny red, but there are some pinky rosy reds in here too, and a really nice blue. And her label is Yarnbird Studio.
Oh, she uses the bird.
Yarnbird Studio. And so this is a one-of-a-kind colorway. Bulky, 100% superwash merino. It's really nice.
Very pretty.
And there's 97 meters, 100 grams, just enough to make a hat. I'm so excited, and I'm going to make the same hat she made, which she did post on Instagram a while back. So if you wanted to check that out, I'll find out the pattern name, pop it on the screen here while we're podcasting. And then, you could make it with any bulky yarn. But it looked really nice in a multicolored yarn. So I got that. All right, so that is all the wonderful stuff we got last night in London. Those are our events. Holy crap. We've been talking for 20 minutes just about events. Well, we talked about acquisitions and some whips. Okay. Knit-alongs. So we kicked off our Canadian Pillow Knit Along, which is a knit along of, do you have your pattern book?
I do.
Picking any of the designs from the Canadian Afghan A pattern book. And we've talked about this in a number of previous podcasts, so we won't go into great detail. We gave away a book just recently to kick it off. But this pattern book was written by our friends Christy and Gladys here in Sarnia. They just launched it in September, and it's doing really well. And it is a collection of 22 different Canadian motifs or Canadian icons.
Yep.
And the Fiber Friends started a knit-along idea for picking any design and making a pillow. If you they were interested in the A, and if you do that one, there is a single PDF downloadable on Ravelry, and there is a coupon code for it as well, which you can find in the Fiber Friends
podcast
in their Ravelry thread. Yeah, so we're doing a corresponding knit along, as are a couple of others across Canada, a couple of other podcasters, and that was the goal, was to have it Canada wide. So Fiber Friends, us, Alyssa of Knit One Breathe Two, she is Mrs. Comet Hunter on Ravelry. I'll pop these on the screen. My Two Tips, which is Elise in BC. Northern Knits in the middle of the country, Manitoba. They do an audio podcast, and they're really great to listen to. And then Four Boys and a Newfoundland Girl. So that's Patty on the East Coast, and her channel is Patty, Four Boys, and a NL Girl, all one word. And hopefully I got these up on the screen for you. And I think those are the ones that are doing it. I certainly, if anyone else wants to join in, you can. We're running ours. We started December 1st, and it's going to go till the end of February. And for ours, any square you do is an entry. So if you do a pillow, there's two sides. You can do two different designs. And that would count as two entries. Just a picture of the one design is an entry. And you're going to do the Canada, which is a longer, like a bolster pillow, rectangle.
Yes, in this color. I know. Shock.
Gray. Okay. You're going to do both sides gray?
I don't know. I think I might do the other side with stripes or something.
Just, okay. Cool. Ooh. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the blue nose because of all the water here. And I'm going to do it in, I decided on this Canadiana, because this, it's blowing out on the screen, but this color is my color.
Actually, it matches this
it's called pale teal.
I sit on.
Yes. See, exactly. This is my sort of accent color in my house. So I love this color. And Adrian's using Canadiana, so I thought, okay, what the heck, I'm going to use Canadiana.
Go crazy, man. Be happy.
Go nuts. I'll give you that back. Okay, so that's one cal. And we are going to kick off a stash busting cal for January 1.
Yeah.
And what do we want to do with that? We've just decided we want to do it. We didn't talk about it.
We didn't really talk about it much.
So knit from your stash.
Yeah.
So it's going to be wide open. Whatever you want to knit. Shawl, hat, mitts, socks.
Sweater. Yeah.
As long as the yarn comes from your stash. Because a lot of people go into like a no-buy or a yarn diet mode in January, February, March. And yeah, if you're like us, there's certainly no shortage of yarn to choose from. So we'll put details about that up on our Ravelry group.
Yep.
But we'll kick it off January 1. And we'll probably run that for at least 2 months, right? January, February. So lots of time to do what you're doing. And if you're working on any other knit-alongs of any kind, if you're knitting from your stash, you can double dip in ours.
Yes.
So we'll be doing that. And
you want to talk about FOs?
Let's talk about FOs. We actually have some.
I have, these ones are kind of cool.
I'm gonna have a sip. I'm gonna have a sip of tea.
Out of your Remembrance pottery.
My Remembrances pottery mug that I got at Woodstock. I love it. Again.
Okay.
It's kind of the same color family. Okay.
Okay, so we went to it's Black Ash, right?
Black Ash Acres.
Yes. And my daughter fell in love with Molly, as did a lot of our viewers.
It's an alpaca farm. So if you didn't see it the last episode, there's some great footage of our visit to the alpaca farm.
And Molly is so sweet.
Molly is the charmer.
Yes. Yeah. So we got a skein that had Molly in it. It had 2 other alpacas as well. And we made a hat.
Love it. That looks really good on you.
It's super soft. I think I'd walk around like this all the time.
Rubbing your head.
I know. So it's really cute. I don't have a pattern.
So
I kind of made it up as I went along.
It's a hat,
right? Yeah.
basic
As long as
hat.
you can do the decreases, you're good to go.
So your daughter picked out that yarn because
It
was really
was
taken
Molly's,
by Molly. And does she like the hat?
She does. I had to steal it today.
And you also bought another skein?
And I bought another skein because we can't have matching hats.
I'll put this one on. You
Oh,
can show it. Okay. So this one's a little different. You didn't do as much ribbing. You did a seam stitch border.
It's not. It's a garter stitch border.
Garter stitch? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Is it like a slouchy?
Kind of, yeah.
I don't look good in hats.
I love
It's not slouchy on me because I have a really big head.
Stop.
Okay, you try it on. No, I do. No, it's proven. It's measured. Nice. Really nice. The very first time I met you,
I probably had a slouch.
you were wearing a big gray hat.
Was
and
it?
big winter boots.
I know.
Yep.
And it was
And I
probably
thought,
a big
this
old
is a girl I
slouchy hat.
can get to know.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I love it. Yeah,
Beautiful.
so it's really comfy. It's got a different feel, but I love it. So it's all good.
Nice. I finished this.
Which is beautiful.
This is actually going to be a gift. It's a Twindom shawl. Should we go side to side?
Yep.
It's kind of crescent shaped, but it's got these pie sections in the middle. So,
Wasn't this drawing on your table the other day?
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm yelling.
Yeah. So it's Twindom by Tega Hilliard Designs. And I've made it before. I wore my other one a couple of podcasts ago. Yeah, this was the first one I made last winter out of Malabrigo Caracol. So it's a little thicker and poofier and warm. I wear this when I'm in my office because it gets really cold in here. And then this one, I said I made it for a gift. The yarn is Estelle
Yarns Alcazar.
Estelle Yarns Alcazar.
Pebbles.
Yeah, the colorway is Tumble Pebbles. I believe it's a discontinued yarn, so you may find it at some yarn shops. I used about a skein and a half and then decided it was long enough, so I stopped.
Nice. And
I used my 8mm Knitter's Pride. I love these wood tip needles. 8s? Yeah, I'm sure these are 8s. And yeah, it's a little bit of a thick and thin yarn. It doesn't go really thin, but there are definitely some poofier sections. And I'm just going to show, it's really pretty because it's grays, but you can see there's some rose, some baby blue, a little bit of yellow. Really pretty colors. So I would love to keep it. And unfortunately, I probably can't get the yarn anymore to make another one, but I already have my big poofy one. So I'm going to keep wearing it because it's chilly in here.
I was saying that. I was keeping my hat on. It's a bit cold.
It's nice. It almost has a cowl look when you put it on. Like a nice big fluffy cowl.
That's nice. Looks really good.
Love it. Okay. That's Is that the only FO I have?
No, you had the stuff you had to ship away.
I finished pairs 3 and 4 of my 5-pair yoga sock order. I did mail them out, but I have a picture of them, which I'm going to put in right now here.
And then
these are the yarns. So the one pair was done in, this is Madeline Tosh Baltic. And I can't remember if this one is Tosh Sock. This might be Twist Light in the Baltic. And then the other pair is Optic in Tosh Sock. I did 2 pairs of yoga socks in the Optic. So I got 2 out of 1 skein.
Oh, that's good then.
Yep. And
no heels, no toes.
No heels, no toes. And pair number 5 is a whip. Where is it? Pair number 5 is on the needles. It won't get done for Christmas, and that's fine with my friend Patty who wants them. She's okay with them coming after Christmas. But this is how they're looking. Isn't that pretty?
That is pretty.
This is Knit Picks Stroll Fingering in Vancouver colorway. Perfectly named.
Hold the needle out.
Yeah, I know. I did that earlier. Okay. It's just a needle. She's panicking. She's panicking because you could handle this too. I pulled one of the DPNs out. I'll fix it later. They're easy to pick up. So this, I use my cubics. These are 2.5s. Knitter's Pride wood cubics, which I love for. I use other needles for socks, but I love these for the yoga socks. I don't know why, but
whatever works.
I love DPNs too. I love them. I love a lot of needles combinations. This is it in a skein. It's really colorful.
That is pretty.
And again, this is the second pair I'm doing out of this skein.
Oh, that's good then.
So Knit Picks, I believe it's Stroll Fingering in Vancouver colorway. So those were the 2 were done. And I did an order of 4 messy bun hats in solid colors.
You had a couple done last
If
podcast.
I have a picture, I had some in the last podcast. These ones were solids, so I just did texture on them. I did all 4 of them were different. I think I have a picture, so if I do, I'll put it up in the slideshow at the end. And I have to do 5 more. 4 of them before Christmas. So they don't take long.
Get going.
They don't take long. 8mm. I typically use Lion Brand.
Thick
or Woolies Thick and Quick. No, those are 2 different yarns, aren't they? Thick and Quick?
No.
And Woolies?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. They might be.
There's one right over there. Anyways, I can easily get a hat and a half out of a skein. And I use my 8mm as well. And I usually, for adult size, do about 42 stitches. Again, I'm a bit of a loose knitter, so but that works for me. And they fit my son, they fit me. So those are my FOs. Whips. Want me to go first?
Yeah, I don't have.
Well, you showed this.
I showed.
Don't look again, Mom.
Yeah,
you showed
this
one.
Yep.
I showed Louise's hat, or the toka hat. I'm still working on. I hope I get them done for Christmas. The socks for my son for Christmas. I'm going to do an afterthought heel, and this is You've Been Elfed by the Cozy Knitter. I have another one that will probably be for next year. So there's a mini skein of green for the heels and toes. And I said I'm going to do an afterthought heel. So I stopped knitting this last night because I have to just check his foot and see if I'm when to do the toe decreases.
Are you going to do like Christmas socks every year?
I don't know.
Just wondering.
Maybe. I won't get mine done for myself this year. I bought
the same package, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a different colorway. I showed it on a previous episode.
Okay.
Those won't happen for me this year. I can work on them next year. But I want to get these done for him next week so we can wear them before Christmas.
That's cool.
Yeah, I can wear them to school. Cool. So that one's almost done. And I'm using ChiaoGoo, the red lace 2.0 millimeter or 2mm, which is a US. Is that a 0?
It's a very small.
I think it's a 0. And I do 56 stitches for him. And he has a very skinny leg, so I just do a straight 2x2 rib for the cuff. And he likes he doesn't like really short, so, but I don't want him too long either. So I don't know how many that is, 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, so that's those. Next up, there's a hat. There's some friends I'm working on a gift for all of them. So this is a hat.
That's pretty.
This will be the guy's hat. And it's just, this is the same pattern I use on my yoga socks. It's just a cable. And then I did a garters and then just a single stitch in between them.
There's like a tiny fleck of purple in there.
This yarn, there is, look right there. This yarn is amazing. So let me grab it.
What is it?
This is Crooked Kitchen, which is an Ontario indie dyer. And the colorway is called Siamese Gaze. And it's a beautiful
that's
taupe.
Such an amazing name for it.
It's perfectly named. And you can see there's just little flecks of teal and the occasional...
The stray fleck of
like right in here,
purple.
you can see it. A little bit of purple right in there. So yeah, it is beautiful. And I believe this is a DK weight. Oh, it looks more like a sport. No, I think it's DK. The label has gone astray, but it is called Siamese Gaze, and I picked it up at Woodstock, I think 2 years ago. So it's been in my stash, and I just thought that's a really nice colorway. And I think
it's very manly.
Yeah, and I think I'm ready at the point where I need to do the decreases. So I just, because it's in the cables, I did this hat previously, but I wrote down what I did, so I have to find my notes and do the decreases. So I'm also working on a second hat like this one. I showed this several episodes ago. It's a big stocking cap, right? And it's like the blue one you can see right back here.
Oh,
that I did for my son. But these are going to be for some girls. So this is Manos, you want to put that on? Manos del Uruguay Alegria in
Crazy Rainbow.
Fluoro Loco. I'll put it on the screen because I can't remember and I don't have the tag with me. But I do have the info, so I'll put it on the screen. Cute. And I have a pom-pom somewhere that's going to go on the end. So I'm going to use the thread to attach it. And this is number 2. So it's getting there. Look how differently it patterned, but this is a different number of stitches. This one's a tad smaller. Yeah.
Very cool.
So I have to finish this.
This one actually
next week.
Kind of like tie-dyed.
It's cool. This is Manos del Uruguay Alegria. If you've been watching us, you know, is probably one of my favorite bigger brand sock yarns.
It's nice, yeah.
Love it. I've used it for a number of projects, and I just love it. You would swear there's cashmere in it, and there isn't. And it's beautiful. Beautiful colors, beautifully soft. Beautiful to knit with. That's it for whips.
That's it.
That's it for whips. So I have some other crafting that I'm working on. Cross stitching I've picked up again. I hadn't done it for a number of years, and I had gotten rid of all my cross stitching stuff. So I am following along a podcast by Caroline of the Fiber Friends. She is an amazing stitcher. So is Adrienne. I think Louise stitches too. And Caroline has a separate podcast called Off the Grid Needle Arts, and I started watching that and got back into it. So
holy
it goes
crap.
this way. I've already had to move my Q-snap, like move it over. So this is the pattern.
Here, hold that up.
Okay, you want to go closer? Yeah, it's the Eiffel Tower, and I've done this whole side. Like I've done about half of the bottom.
Very cool.
So yeah, the only thing is it's all black. So it's
something you do under bright light.
yeah, and it's just kind of getting boring. But just because it's all black. Exactly. No, I like it. And I chose it because I have been to Paris. I went 8 years ago with some friends.
Nice.
And I just thought, oh, that's really pretty and something, you know, I could hang up on the wall.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
and
I ordered...
It's not too kitschy for you.
No, it'll be okay. I'm going to get it framed and do a nice job.
Nice.
This is a kit I ordered with a little more color. So it's just a cafe. And it reminds me of Paris and all the little back lanes and the little streets and the charming cafes. I'm going to change up a few colors in it, like the shutters I'm going to do in more of a cornflower blue, because I saw some window box, like beautiful windows they have there. And so a lot more color. So that's a kit I'm going to do. And then my cross-stitching story.
I can knit.
You can stitch too. You should take up stitching. So I have this funny story. So
Is this
the pattern.
Okay.
So I stitched years ago, as I said, and I had like a whole tote full of fabrics and different projects on the go. And I made very little for me. I made a lot of gifts for other people. So I don't have much. The Halloween one that I showed, I don't have much that I made for myself. And I had some that I just never finished. So I got rid of it all. I sold it for like a ridiculous cheap price on Kijiji, and somebody got a ton of cross stitching stuff. When I got back into this stuff again, there's a pattern that I had that I always wanted to do that I loved, and it was like a group of pears just sitting beside each other, all these pears in a row, and they were like golden brown rusty colors. You okay?
I'm sneezing.
Is that the alpaca? What's going on?
I don't know.
I'm just ignoring you. Blah blah blah. You're having convulsions here. Okay.
I like sneezing.
So
I don't know. I have a cold.
I tried looking everywhere for this pattern. I Googled, cross stitch pears, lots of patterns of pears, but not the one that I wanted, right? So I really did try everything in my cyber stalking abilities to find this
Which
pattern.
Apparently not that good.
And then I was looking for, in some of the places I was looking, including eBay and Pinterest, I found people selling cross stitch magazines, and there were some I recognized. So I had them.
That's good.
And I think, I thought this pattern was in a magazine, and I saw some patterns. So it kind of gave me an idea. It was like the early 90s. So I kind of had a time frame to work with. So I finally thought, okay, someone out there might remember it. And if I hadn't gotten rid of my stuff, I would have kept it all. Like I'd have, 20-year-old magazines. So on Caroline's, she has a Friday Off the Grid Facebook group, which you can join if you watch her Stitch With Me on Friday podcast. And I put a note on there describing as best I could, and I knew it was from the early 90s, and it was probably in a magazine, kind of just, this is all I know. And I did find a picture of a very similar design. Art. It was cross-stitch, but it was apples. But I mean, it was so similar in style, and from the same time frame. So I put it up there. Like, if anyone still has old magazines, and if you remember this, could you look and see if you have it? Like,
you know what? That's
not even half. I'm sure it was half an hour.
All I can think of is comparing apples and oranges.
Apples and pears.
Apples and pears.
So, really, moments later, someone, she posts a note, a reply, and she said, I'm pretty sure I have it. I have the whole series. I'm not home right now. When I get home, I'll check. So yeah, she goes home. She has it. She has a magazine. She sent a picture or posted a picture. It's exactly the one. And she, like, that day went out to the post office and mailed it to me. She asked for my address and mailed it to me. So it's on its way.
Do you know what? I find that knitters, cross-stitchers, and crafters like fellow addicts.
We do. We're all enablers of each other. Well, you know what? It's such a supportive community.
It is. It's great. It's
so
really...
if you stitch at all, then I really recommend watching some of these stitching videos. And they all call them FlossTube instead of YouTube. They're on YouTube, but FlossTube videos. And there are several. And they're a lot of fun. And so I do my stitching when I watch the stitching videos.
There you go.
Yeah. Sometimes I cross over, but yeah, I kind of save my stitching for the stitching videos and then knit while I watch knitting podcasts.
I will have to maybe try it. There was a couple there that I saw that I thought,
you can do just little Christmas ones.
Yeah. I like that one that said "Peace on Earth."
Oh yeah, you found that Etsy shop of patterns, and I bought a couple of those too. Forgot all about that.
Yes.
Okay. We have talked about our stash building sort of all throughout as we came across these things as part of our story. There's just a few other things. I'm trying not to get much, but sometimes you just see something and, you know, it's new and
you gotta have it.
Heaven is handmade.
What is it your husband says? Yarn, 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 yarn.
Yeah. I say yarn, yarn, yarn. Oh, okay. Wait. Speaking of yarn, yarn, yarn. Okay. So that's actually, it was my brother-in-law that started that when he was here. Whenever I brought up knitting or yarn, 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 yarn. So now my husband and my son say that to me. Then we found out my husband's name is Ryan.
All the same letters, girl.
The letters of yarn.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
It only took we've been together 22 years. I finally noticed that. Then this one yesterday comes up with another.
The numbers in her telephone, like
the last four
digits in her phone number are actually all the same letters.
You can rearrange them
with the letters for yarn.
Yeah, and you found that out because you were trying to call me, but you actually called our local yarn shop.
Heaven and Handmade is 519-491-9276, and that says yarn.
Yarn. So she was planning to call me, and she called them, and they know her, and she's like, "Oh, I called her.
That's the same number."
So then she realized, okay, the digits rearrange and spell yarn.
So it's pretty funny.
Heaven is Handmade got an order of Dream in Color, Jilly. They got Smooshy and Jilly, and these colors. I had to get it. Look at it. It's got all the blues and turquoise and aqua and
that's nice.
Purple, and there's some lime green and everything.
Yeah, everything that you like.
This is a single ply, and then I think
it's a single ply.
This is a single ply, the Jilly, and I actually have Jilly in a red tones from that I got from the States. Do you want me to get it and show you?
No, that surprises me.
Hang on,
pause. Hang on. Oh, that's not red. That's like rust. That's okay.
Reds. No, look at there's reds and purples and.
When you said red, I was thinking like
red fire engine.
Yeah, I'm thinking red. No.
So this is Dream in Color Jilly that I picked up in the States, and I can't remember exactly which store. I think it was in Ohio.
It's gorgeous.
When we were on a vacation.
That's nice.
2 years ago. Yeah, so I know I like it, right? And I haven't knit with it yet.
Single ply too.
So Jilly, single ply. And I think the Smooshy is a twist.
They kind of go neat together.
Kind of, like there's some similar. I wouldn't put these together, but you could.
I wouldn't, but
you could.
There's no gray there at all.
I got the Jilly, and I talked about all the other yarn.
Yep.
Except. I ordered something. Special order. This is for you. What? You have to open it and find out.
I can't tell you.
Scooch over and you're off camera.
Oh, I'm off camera.
You're off camera.
What did you do?
It's a special order.
Special order.
Well, you'll see when you open it.
That is so cool! It's our colors.
It's our colors.
Did you get one too?
Of course.
Oh, good. It's us.
It's
that is so cool.
And the
I never
turquoise.
would have thought of that. That is such a cool idea.
This is by Old Oak Yarns, our friend Adrian. And I sent her a note last week when I said,
oh my God, it's got our name.
I know. She named it Codependent. And I said, can you do a custom yarn?
Awesome.
And I said, grays. I said different tones of gray and some turquoise speckles.
That is awesome. What are we going to make?
I don't know. We'll have to make something matching.
I know.
Okay, and then
what is it?
It's on cashmere.
Oh.
It's her MCN, 80 merino, 10 cashmere, 10 nylon, 435 yards. It's so she did this, and all I did was I was at Michael's looking at DMC embroidery cotton, and I thought, I should find it, because I told her, you know, kind of Aquoise, Aquoise. I made up a new color, Aquoise. So I told her I want Aquoise,
and that's Dawn's color.
So I found a couple of skeins of the DMC crochet cotton that was close to the color. And I just took a picture and sent it to her, and I said, kind of like this, and she goes, I can do that. She nailed it. She sent me a picture of them done. Oh my gosh, Adrian.
That's what you two girls have been up to.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that adorable?
That is
and then
awesome.
I was just going to get for you, but then I thought,
no.
Well, if you're doing one, and I thought, I'm going to love it, so I have to have it too.
This is like so us.
I'm beside myself. Like,
that
look
is
at this
so
burst.
gorgeous. You know, she's so talented.
Love it.
Look at them all. Oh.
So we have our own, like, yarn. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, socks, but then I may do one skein something, or put it with something for a shawl.
Can I wear it like this?
You can. I'm going to wear mine too. Good idea.
Oh my god.
Off you go. So yeah. So Merry Christmas.
Thank you. That's amazing.
That was my secret.
That's
Adrian.
There you go.
I love them. I love it. The Aquoise.
I have an accessory on mine. See my accessory? I'm gonna walk around.
You have a charm. Yeah. So that's the last.
That is gorgeous.
The last acquisition. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
So another pretty crazy thing happened last night for us while we went to London, and on our way to the knit night we picked up Adrian because she was kind of on her way, which was great. So we picked her up, and right after we picked her up we were just sitting in the parking lot for a minute, and she had something special for us.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's just wow.
So she hands us these bags, and you can feel the squish, right? Like, we know, what, Adrian? And this, I'm thinking, she's just given us, she knew that your yarn was a surprise, but I was kind of for a moment thinking, what has she done?
What'd she do?
So we open these bags, and I put mine in a clear one so you can see it. We start pulling out these little skeins of yarn, and then
we get a
there's a pattern. Knit Sister Tube Scarf. So Adrian has released, by the time you see this, she's released
the pattern, and she's doing a semi-solid dye.
She's releasing a line of yarn in her semi-solids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those are all the colors.
She made a mini kit for us.
Yeah.
And for Louise and Caroline, in all different colors, to knit this scarf, which is just random stripes of all different colors. So this scarf is on Ravelry. The pattern is on Ravelry, and there's also a tip. If it's right side up, you can read it. There's a tip sheet on how to do jogless stripes.
Yep. There's a link to that.
Yep. So there's some information about that, and she tells you need like, a whole bunch of mini skeins. And so this is a great way to use your minis. And this actually
not just
came
your
up.
minis either.
No, your leftovers.
They'd be like great for all those little balls you have left of sock yarn.
So some people are doing the scrappy blankets or different projects with all their scraps. And when the Fiber Friends were here a couple months ago visiting, we had a conversation about that, and it kind of came up like about doing something with our scraps. And I remember saying that I didn't think I wanted to do this one with the squares, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then someone,
I know what you're gonna
I think you were wearing this. You have a scarf very similar to this, and you were wearing your striped scarf. And it just came up that, hey, like a scarf would be a good idea.
My $1 million scarf.
Yeah. So Adrian ran with it and created the pattern. So these kits were, I believe they were special.
They're special, I believe.
But this is a beautiful gift from Adrian, and it gives you an idea.
The colors that she's going to have.
Like, okay, there's the turquoise, Aquoise.
Yeah, the Aquoise.
There's everything. There's like beautiful berry color, a beautiful pink. Green,
I like this color too.
Violet. That's a nice one. I don't have that one. Oh, we got different ones. I don't have the blue. I have you have that too. That's nice.
At least keep an eye on your blue. Well, that's pretty
cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of, but she said that some of the skeins will be different sizes depending on whose it is.
Yeah. She customized the kits for us. So we were blown away, and I had the presence of mind to grab my phone, and I did a little video, and we'll stick that in so you can just see our actual real-time reaction. You can swear if you want.
We can't show that. Can I show?
We won't show until we're safe to show. I know. Okay, look at mine. Okay, for the...
So, just so you guys know, hi! I'm coming out with a semi-solid collection. It'll be launched on Saturday, December 16th. I love that idea. Part of that, and part of the fun of that, was creating a Christmas present for my knit sisters.
Oh my gosh.
Which are Caroline, Louise, Dawn, and Lisa. You guys are my knit sisters.
Adrian, you're amazing.
I love you guys. So,
oh my gosh.
This is the Knit Sister tube scarf. These are the kits for it. I'm only making them for my knit sisters. These are not available in the store. The colors are the colors of my semi-solid line.
Oh my god.
So
there's a gray in the semi-solid line.
This is them. So we each have every single one of the colors.
That is awesome.
So we have matching scarves in that sense. There are different amounts of each color in each of our different kits based on our own preferences.
What? Like you did it for us?
Yeah.
You geared it for us?
Yeah. So we all
oh my god, look at these colors.
But I know that some colors people like more than others, so you get a little bit more yardage.
So Lisa has more gray.
Yeah.
Look at them.
This is unbelievable.
And because we're super special, all in MCN.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So remember in the summer we said that we wanted to all make.
I know, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
And emerald.
Oh my goodness.
Naked. I like naked. Smoke.
Look at the purples.
What's this one?
The purples and the blues.
This one's pretty. Do you see that one?
Yeah. And this color. This is my color.
I thought you'd like it.
Oh my goodness, this is my color.
You got more than that.
I got more of this?
Yes.
Good.
No, we all got
if you don't like it, I'll trade you. You got to put this in there.
Oh, I'm putting that in there.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that, and black, brown, and I like them all.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Thank you so much, Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian.
We love you.
Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah.
We were pretty shocked. And Adrian, thank you as always. Beautiful yarn. Your generosity is just incredible.
Oh, it's awesome.
We're blown away. Yeah.
I'm thinking one of these might be yours.
No, well, we'll figure it out. You can trade.
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah. So thanks, Adrian. And
thank you, Adrian.
We don't know for
My
sure.
knitted sister.
Our knit sister.
My knit sister.
We think the Fiber Friends might do a knit along for Adrian's pattern, but we don't know for sure yet. So watch them, follow their Ravelry group, and stay tuned. We were also thinking though that this would be a fantastic
pattern
stash busting. So
we were talking about in January.
Yeah,
it'd be a great, fantastic stash buster. All your sock yarn, all your leftovers from sweaters or whatever. Yeah.
Look at this. Just the perfect amount. Little bit left.
Right.
You got enough to make a couple rows. Throw it in there.
Yeah.
So so we're gonna do our scarf, and hopefully other people will do a scrappy scarf, and so stay tuned for more information about that. Okay, that's all about that. Okay, so we are going to add a new little segment to our regular podcast called Ravelry 101, with just a little tip on Ravelry, because I know we have I meet a lot of knitters who haven't even heard of it, or if they do, they don't really know how to use it.
Given how many people are on Ravelry, there's a lot of knitters out there.
It's amazing, and it's global. Yeah. So you can tap into patterns, projects, meet other knitters, like literally from around the world, and it is amazing. So I thought we would do just a little Ravelry tip.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
And because recently I've been trying to put my stash away, so when I buy yarn, before it goes in my cabinet, I actually reorganized this cabinet before we started podcasting, and I put everything. I put everything in Ravelry. So I take a picture of it, and then I put it into my stash in Ravelry. Nice. So what you can do is you can add your own picture of it.
Okay.
You can enter what yarn it is, and most yarns, some
There's
of the
usually a link, isn't there?
Yeah,
that
most
can
yarns
pop
are
up?
already in there. Like, it's a master database of everything knitting, right? So if the yarn's already in there, you can search for it and find it and link to it.
Okay.
So Dream and Color would be in there, and then you can put Jilly, and it'll find Jilly, and then you can enter your colorway, how many, and if it's already in the database, it'll automatically pull up the yardage,
oh, that's
the weight,
nice.
because
That's
it
nice.
knows it already. And if it's a new one that's not in there, you can enter your own information.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You can enter how many skeins you have,
Mm-hmm.
where you bought it, like what yarn shop, because a lot of yarn shops are in Ravelry.
Okay.
So you can actually link to the yarn shop if you want.
Now, when you decide to use it, you can use it out of
Yeah.
your stash. And if you only use one skein, does it automatically subtract
It does.
Oh.
So yeah, you can put in where you bought it. You can put in how, if you wanted to keep track of how much you paid for it. And then when you go and make a project for something,
Mm-hmm.
and you say, hey, I'm going to use this Jilly out of my stash. So you pick use yarn from your stash.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're done, if you have leftovers, like if you only use half a skein,
Okay.
you can weigh it and put in how many grams
Okay.
you used,
Yeah.
and it'll update how much you have left. So it's a really cool way for keeping track of
I had
what
no
yarn you
idea.
have. I have been to okay. Recently, we were at Feather Your Nest, and I knew I had Salty Tails, but
Oh,
I couldn't
that,
remember
yeah.
what base.
Yeah.
So I'm like, duh, it's in my Ravelry stash. So I went on there and checked, and indeed it was in there, and it was the sock base, not
Okay.
the skinny
Okay, yeah,
single.
yeah.
Because I thought, well, if I already have it, I'll just buy
Yeah.
the mohair. So it was a different base.
Okay.
So it's very handy for that because you can check it on the fly. It'll keep track of how much you've used. And the other thing about the other thing you can add is when you're looking through your stash, you can sort by the name,
Okay.
like the name of the yarn,
The color.
or when you added it.
Does it ask you the closely related color?
Yes, or you can enter the colorway, if it has an actual colorway name. And again, if it's a yarn that's already in the master Ravelry database, if someone else has entered it somewhere, it'll be in there. So you can just, you click on colorway and you can just pick it if it's in there already. So it's fantastic.
That's cool.
So it takes a little bit of work to put it in there. But even if you start with, as you acquire new stash, just put it in there. And it's really helpful to have it all in there and know. And then when you're looking at a pattern,
I know that Noelle uses that a lot.
she's put all her yarn in there.
Yeah.
And she has a lot, our friend Noelle. And you can also put in your needles. You can keep track of what needles you have and like link. Yeah, if you wanted to get really, I have put in a couple because I sometimes forget. There is a video on YouTube. If you don't know how to do something in Ravelry,
there's
search
tons of
on
videos.
YouTube. Actually,
Tons
Ravelry
of-
has videos in their help,
Yeah.
but there are many YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So I searched on Ravelry Stash. Guess what? There's a video.
That's
so Knit with Sarah channel on Ravelry has done one.
Okay.
On she has a series Ravelry Masterclass, and she has done a video on your stash.
Okay.
So I'll put. I think I can put a link to another video when I'm editing it on YouTube.
Okay.
And if I can figure out how to do that, I'll put a link to her video here. If not, I'll tell you how to find it. But just search on Ravelry Stash and you'll find it. Yeah. So that's our Ravelry tip of the episode.
I think you should talk about this.
Shop update.
Yay.
First of all, thanks to everyone who has ordered from my shop. I mean, I'm assuming you watch, and that's how you found out about me. So I have been selling a lot of the holiday prints.
Yeah.
I have a few left, but most of them are sold, which is good because they likely won't get there before Christmas now, unless you want to pay an arm and a leg for shipping. I have sent bags to Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nebraska, Michigan, Florida, Maine, plus Ontario, Manitoba.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's just phenomenal. Like one lady was so sweet. She ordered 4 bags. So I'm like, what? Thank you so much.
Right?
So I'm glad because I didn't want to have too many of the Christmas fabrics
Right.
left.
That's hard.
And I have 2 more bags orders to make before Christmas for local people that want certain. There's a custom order, I guess, special request. So I have to finish those.
And this part, because I'm going to spend time with you.
Yeah, I'm not going to be posting any new bags in the shop until January. So I don't even know if I'll do any sewing over the holidays. I think I just want to knit.
You know what? We're
And
a little
stitch.
busy next week.
And we're a little
We're
busy
crazy
next week.
busy next week. Our
Yeah.
friend that introduced us, our mutual friend.
Our friend
she's
Shauna.
coming to see us.
We would not exist if not. Well, okay.
We would have met sooner.
We would have
or
met
later.
at the yarn shop because we did later.
Yeah.
But we became friends, like really good friends, because of the time we spent with a mutual friend, Shauna.
Yeah.
So Shauna and her family moved to Serbia in June.
Yeah.
And they are coming back to Canada for Christmas, and they're stopping in Sarnia for a week, so they're staying with me.
Yeah.
She'll probably be over
I'll be
at my
staying at
house
her
most of the
house.
week. And, you know, because their kids are all friends.
Yeah.
And we're going to be really busy that week. Plus, I have all this stuff to finish before Christmas that I mentioned.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what? I don't have Taekwondo next week.
Yay!
Yay!
We don't have anything either.
That's nice.
Yep. So, yeah. I won't be doing any sewing.
No.
But I do have some really cute fabric that I've picked up to
They
make
were
some
pretty
new bags.
nice, but I'm not saying anything.
No, there's some, I don't know. Yeah, I did show you all of it. So I've got fabric lined up.
I'm
to
so
work
jealous
on.
I can't sew. I'm going to come over for
You
lessons.
can sew.
I'm going to come over for lessons.
And the only other update for my shop is that I did add different shipping options.
Yep.
So standard shipping in my shop does not include tracking, because that's 3 times more. Like it's 3 times the cost. So I can ship untracked, and it usually gets to the States in a week and a half to 2 weeks. Or I can ship tracked with a 7-day guarantee to the States. So untracked is about $7. Tracked is $17. So it's $10 more. And it gets there like in almost the same time. So I have put the option in there. If it's a bigger order, because it's multiple items, it's going to cost more. Like I might not be able to send it as cheap. And then I definitely don't want that order to get lost. So multiple items would cost you more for shipping anyways. Then I would probably send it. It kind of depends. So I'm giving people that option that if you don't want to pay as much for shipping, you can do that. And I always refund the excess. So I put in an estimate for my shipping prices. And once I get home and have the receipt, then I can give you a refund on the excess shipping charges.
This is
that was just, then I just, now we're done talking. We are done talking about all things knitting, right?
We are.
Okay.
We're all done.
So we're good on time.
Your office is messy.
That's really good.
Look at the mess we made.
Hey, I've been trying to clean up my office. It's a good thing that they can only see that part, because
They can't see our piles on either side.
It's crazy.
Well,
But,
my stuff's here. Your stuff's over there. Oh, sorry.
Anyways, I was just life. Lisa and her daughter recently tested for a new belt in Taekwondo.
Yes, we got our green belt.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I
Both
was
of you
showing
did.
people you have to spar, and I don't like hitting another human being. I don't know why.
That's good.
But
I'm within reach.
But yeah, so they were Suzanne was kind of laughing at that. She's like, really? Wow. She thought it was kind of neat. But yeah, we got it. We trained for it. And now she's,
So are you going to be in MMA in the future?
Yeah, sure.
I became an MMA fan because of our friend Shauna. Well, actually her husband.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. He's a huge MMA fan.
Yeah.
And so we started doing, when it was like the big
Now, I hate to interrupt, okay?
What?
Because I always laugh because Dawn will actually yell at the TV.
I didn't think I'd like it.
She yells at the TV.
I really got into it.
And it's funny because if you know Dawn on a regular basis, Dawn is very kind. She's very sweet. She's very nice. She has a lot of decisions. She has a lot of decisions.
I knit and watch
but
MMA.
She's knitting there and she's like, come on! What are you doing?
we watch when it's the big UFC nights, our friends Chris and Shauna would have a big party. And we hosted a couple at our house too. So we would stay up all night watching these MMA
it was just,
I got into it.
And
Team Connor.
We'd all be sitting there. And the guys used to laugh because there'd be like 5 women all sitting in a row with their knitting. And Dawn yelling in the middle of it.
I really got into it.
It's
so I get what you're saying about the, it's not
I'm
natural.
I'm not that aggressive to do
but you're
that.
doing it with technique.
Yeah, you're doing it with technique.
And not out of anger. You're doing
it
in sport, and it's about technique. And and that's what, with UFC.
It's still hard to hit another human being, though.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, it just doesn't. Yeah.
I don't want to know.
So what else was there? Did you watch that show?
So we started watching a new TV show called Life.
I watched that eons ago, and I kept telling everybody, you got to watch this Life in Pieces.
Life in Pieces.
Hilarious.
On Netflix. There's 2 seasons.
It's like one
situation
family viewed differently through 3 different ways in the same family.
Yeah. So each episode is about one family. Like there's different overall parents and then siblings. And there's 4 little little mini episodes in one episode, and it's each kind of each couple
the same
or each
situation, the same situation.
Not always, but
but
sometimes.
usually they tie together some way, shape, or form. Because there's been a couple where I'm like, I don't get it, and then at the end, oh, that's how they tie together. But yeah, it's good. It's
really funny.
It is.
My husband loves it, and he's finally using up some long overdue vacation time. So he's been off work, and we've been watching it together. It's hilarious because we're almost at the end of watching the entire Office series. I think we're down to like 1 or 2 episodes left. So nice. My son doesn't watch Life in Pieces, but he probably would like it. But we'll watch it, and then that we've just been busy. And next week's going to be crazy busy with company for the week right before Christmas. Right before
Christmas. And they're going to...
And then Christmas.
Yeah.
We're taking it easy on Christmas.
Well, yeah, see, my family's coming. I'm excited. My mom and dad. And then my brother's coming too. I know, it feels so nice, eh? I'm going out like this.
I like how you have it tied there. It's kind of cute without this, but...
It's my accessory.
Yeah. So that's Life in Pieces. It's a good show. Check it out. And I think we're done.
We're all done.
So again, as usual, we'll have some
show notes.
Show notes on Ravelry, which someone commented, I can't find the show notes from this episode on Ravelry. I know. I'm behind like 3 episodes because again, life. And that's why I try and put as much as I can on the screen when we podcast.
Now, if there's something specific that you're looking for, you can contact either one of us.
Instagram.
And I'll be more than happy to find it for you.
If you use Instagram, send a note with Instagram or on our Ravelry group. Because not everyone that watches is in our Ravelry group and not everyone uses Ravelry. Yeah. But that's where I put the show notes and I will get to it. I just am behind. But some podcasters don't put the stuff on the text on their screen and they're very good at doing show notes and I'm the opposite. So
I find that it's easier to get a hold of us on Instagram because it pops up automatically.
It gives us an alert.
Yeah. I get the emails from Ravelry, but I don't check my emails all day.
Right.
The other stuff, Messenger and whatever pops up.
Yeah. We do have an email address, codependentknitters@gmail.com.
Yep.
I'll put that on the screen. And so we try and get everything. I have to get caught up on those. I will do that over the Christmas holidays, I promise. And then it's going to go fast. And we'll be back. I don't know if we'll be back before January 1 or just after. The kids are off school the first week of January.
I know.
So I think we'll wait till after.
That'll be hard for us.
The whole holiday rush.
Mom.
Well, they can hang out and play. They can hang out and play, and we'll podcast that first week of January. There'll be, as usual, photos, maybe some video extras at the end of the episode, so stick around for a few more minutes if you want, or if you've seen everything you need to see, then we'll see you next time.
See ya. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Knitting. Bye.
Bye. There it is.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay, it's working. Okay. Okay. Extraneous clip again.
I know.
This podcast is going to be a compilation of clips.
It is. Yeah. That'll be kind of nice. We'll call it the end of 2017 compilation.
Yeah. Okay. So, while we were not editing for the past week, a parcel came in the mail. And
I didn't even know about that. You didn't tell me.
It's kind of fortuitous that I didn't edit and upload because now we can include this.
Nice.
So our friend Verena, who is Knit Live Love on Ravelry and Instagram. So cool. And she is a pattern designer. She has designed some sock patterns, so check her out. On Ravelry. She sent me a note a few weeks ago and said that there was something in the mail coming for us. Totally unexpected. And we know that we've shipped stuff overseas that has taken like 8 weeks. It's pretty bad. Yeah. If there wasn't an ocean in the middle, you would think that somebody walked it there. Or by canoe, as I like to say. So it was quite slow. But so we didn't know how long it would take to get from Germany to us.
Verena's been pretty supportive since the beginning.
Verena has been viewing us and a fan since we first started. And she's been wonderful.
She's been doing all the knit-alongs.
She actually won one of our...
Thank you, by the way.
She was one of our first giveaway winners, I think.
She was, yes. Because we were excited because it's going...
So here's what's funny. I didn't tell Lisa that this parcel was coming. And Verena said, I could open it when we're together. Yeah. And so I picked it up the other day. and then brought it home, and then we were talking about it, and Lisa was like, oh, what is it? I said, I don't know, I didn't look. I haven't
Can I
looked
touch it? Can I touch it?
So then my husband's standing behind us, and he looks, he says, well, it's right there on the customs form. Like right on the top of the box. It was, and I hadn't even looked at it. Okay, and I ship stuff, so I know about the customs form.
So he took it and marked it out.
He blocked it out for us, so we truly do not know what's in here. So all I did was cut the tape.
Okay.
So
do you want to put it over here?
I'll put it up. I don't know if it'll show up here. Okay, the box. Okay. We'll just have to hold it up so you can see the camera. Paper.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
Okay, so this box is full of stuff. There's a little bag.
Oh my goodness,
it's like all little minis. Look at all this, and they're all tagged.
Look at this. Look at that. That is so cute.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight over it. It's a little felted heart. Oh my goodness.
Quick, look over there.
Oh man, I got it in my hands. Oh shoot, do I have scissors? Oh no, it came open.
Okay. Do you want me to fill out that?
No, I just want to get it open so you can look at the mini skeins. Oh, this is like Christmas. This is Christmas, truly. It's not like Christmas. It is Christmas.
It is Christmas.
They're all tagged. Oh, so she's got on here.
Oh my goodness.
Now this is in German, so I don't know how to pronounce that. Some kind of natural, 60% wool, 20% silk, 20% ramie. This one's called flowers. Okay, I'm not going to go through each one. We'll just hold them up.
That is so pretty.
I don't know whose yarn this is.
I think it says it
is
up
that
here.
The company?
I believe so, yeah.
Connie's wool.
Oh, okay. I know this is.
You're right.
Yeah.
Countess Ablaze. These are all different makers. Okay, I'm going to hold the tags.
That is so beautiful. Here, take that one too. Take that one too.
Oh my goodness. Okay, look at all these. Gorgeous.
They're beautiful.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you, Verena. Okay, but it doesn't stop there.
Oh, there's a card.
Oh, there's a card. We should read the card first.
Oh, wait. Oh, look it. That's beautiful.
That's a photograph from Cologne.
Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, show that up close.
Isn't that gorgeous? That is so beautiful.
Okay, so Verena, you'll have to tell us what this is. I mean, obviously a bridge, but is that, a church?
It looks
like a church. Oh.
Nope.
It says it in German. Something at night. I'm just going to assume it's a church. It almost has... Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Okay.
We don't need to read that, do we?
Okay. Now I remember. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst. I won her 1,000 follower giveaway. That's why she sent us a parcel.
Perfect.
And then she said there was some extra stuff in here. I hope you'll love what I chose. And there's something extra for Lisa. I wish you a wonderful Christmas. Same from us, Verena. Thank you so much. And what a beautiful card. Oh my,
there's
beautiful
chocolate.
writing.
I know. There's chocolates in there.
Merry Christmas. Okay, that's what it was. I won.
There's chocolates in there.
Oh. Okay, we can share these.
You'll share those with me?
Oh yeah, nice. I've had so much chocolate. Okay, so this is... Okay, so that was giveaway stuff.
Okay.
Giveaway prize. And then look at this.
That's cool. Ooh.
Merry Christmas, Lisa.
Aww. Aww. Ooh.
Okay, I'll open mine. Andromeda. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Look at
Okay, good lighting today. Look at how good the green is showing.
That is awesome. Can you see the sparkle though?
No, there's sparkle in here. And I don't think the light's catching it. It's got the finest stellina.
That is beautiful.
5% stellina. Gorgeous. Look at these colors. Oh my goodness.
That's beautiful.
Andromeda.
That is so beautiful.
Oh wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Sock yarn. Oh, and
yeah, progress
the marker.
That is so, thank you so much.
Or the dingle dop, as the Cozy Up with the Stitch and Sisters call them. Dingle dops.
Okay.
We were upside down. Harmony by Opal.
That's beautiful.
Harmony.
Yay.
Nice.
Nice.
And so then it's full of all these little chocolates. Oh, these little
Not for long.
Milka chocolates. Okay, those are good. Yeah, those will last.
And tea. We can have tea later. And a notepad.
Progress keepers.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Those are stitch markers.
They're stitch markers. Okay, you open this. And I'm going to undo this.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, these are really cute.
Look at this.
Look at this. This is my color. They're little glitter balls.
That is so cool.
On the little
I
wire.
know. I saw those on our Instagram.
And there's all different colors.
Look at this.
Aww. A little pen and paper.
That's so pretty.
That's really pretty.
I can't get it close enough. Too dang short.
Yeah, aim for the camera. Here. And a little notepad and a pencil. That's really pretty.
Oh, those are cute.
Oh.
Buttons.
Oh, cool. Oh, they're flowers. Okay. It's hard to see. But you can see there's like a flower design on them. Oh, a little woolly sheepy.
And some tea.
Keychain.
And some tea.
And tea. Awesome.
Yes. Yay. Awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
That's really nice. That's a wonderful Christmas gift. Oh, thank you, Verena. I'm overwhelmed. Like I'm just blown away that I even won your 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So that's awesome. Or followers.
I know. Followers. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's good.
Exciting.
That's amazing.
Okay. That wasn't my only gift this week.
I know, because somebody didn't give me the memo.
Returned the tin. There was no memo.
I know. I gave her her
Christmas,
tin back.
Right? So Adrian said the same thing pretty much, not verbatim, but on the Fiber Friends, that it's just a gift.
I think
it's
sometimes
a gift, not
I'm
an
the type
ask.
of person.
I know.
No, I
know.
I think
you like to
sometimes when
reciprocate.
you have to see something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you have to see something that the person you know will like.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah,
but I also have always believed that a gift should not be given with any expectations in return, right? A gift is just a gift.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this was my gift from You're a Gift Enough, our friendship. But this is from Lisa. Right? She got me some socks that rock.
That is so your colors, though.
Did you get this Feather Your Nest?
Yes, I did.
Speckly. I know. This is a really good navy.
I know. I like the navy.
This is a really good navy. It's hard to find a true, like a good navy that I like.
Sometimes they're too royal. That one's like a dark midnight.
This is a really good beautiful navy. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. I have so much knitting to do.
Chap.
Also, we don't have all of our stuff with us in the room right now. But this past week when Shauna was here, we did a trip to Michigan.
We can do that in our next. We'll do that in the next podcast.
I just want to mention because we can put the pictures in.
Yep.
Right. Yep. We didn't buy a whole lot.
No. So
we don't want to go through all that. But we did stop at a yarn shop in Utica, Michigan called Craft Lady Trio.
Yeah.
And
was it Craft Lady or Crafty Ladies?
Either or. Crafty Lady Trio.
Mm-hmm. They're on Instagram as CL Trio.
Yep. And we put the picture up on Instagram, and I'll add a few pictures of that trip at the end of the show. But it was a really cute yarn shop, and we didn't buy a whole ton.
It also had a lot of cross stitch stuff.
Yeah, it's a stitching shop as well. So that was exciting. And I was on Google Maps and looking at yarn shops in that area, which is how I found it. It was a
surprise. We were driving, and she says, "Oh,
literally 1 mile before the shop, we were on our way to Dave & Buster's, and so 1 mile before we hit the shop, which was on the same road, I just searched on yarn stores, and I'm like, "There's one like right up ahead." So she was with us, and my husband graciously let us stop and have a look. But within like a probably 20-mile radius, there was about 6 other yarn shops.
We should actually do a yarn crawl there.
I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be great. So anyways, we just wanted to add a little clip about opening up this box from Verena. Thank you so much,
Verena. We really appreciate it.
All the way from Germany.
I know, right?
It's wonderful.
What is that with Germany from love? No. From Love with Germany. I don't know. Used to be a book called that.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
All right. Well, from Sarnia with love. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Knitmas. All right. I'm not sure if we're back. Yeah, because we're going to be at the end of our podcast. So just to give you some context, we recorded our podcast like over a week ago. And then this is our friend Shauna. And Shauna happened. And we've been busy all week because Shauna's been here visiting. So we'll stick this into the podcast somewhere. So we've mentioned in a couple of episodes how like kind of our history and how we met. And Lisa and I met through Shauna. So she's our maker.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, friends. So we call ourselves the Sister Moms because there's lots of kids involved, and whenever we get together, usually at Shauna's house when she lived here, it was like party at Shauna's. There was always kids there, always lots of people, big dinners. It was the
big
social
craziness.
place. Yeah.
Bit of craziness, that one.
Yeah. So Sister Moms. So the background is that I moved to Sarnia and Shauna moved to Sarnia the same summer. Mm-hmm. And our husbands, we didn't know each other. And our husbands were working for the same company. So we met at the Christmas party. And of course, Shauna was like, you got to come over. We got to have you at our house.
And she and she does talk that fast.
That's what she says. And we did. So then we
you would know because I'm really quiet right now. But
yeah,
yes, I do.
We're just talking about you, and you can just sit here. And then I met Lisa through Shauna.
Yep. I was knitting. Yeah, it was lunch, and then
it was a lunch. Yeah, and we would have met at the yarn shop eventually.
We would have met sometime,
but we might not have become as good of friends because we saw each other socially as well.
Oh, a lot.
Right, through our friendships. Yeah. So that's kind of the history. And then in June, Shauna left us, broke her hearts, moved to Serbia. So, Shauna, welcome to our podcast.
Okay, so I'm just going to start talking, and for everybody out there, I talk super fast. I live vicariously through these podcasts. When I am in the thriving metropolis of Belgrade, Serbia, I have the podcast on in the background, and it actually makes me feel like I'm back in Canada. I don't knit. They have tried to teach me.
You do. You do.
I knit horribly. I find that I am unable to sit still long enough to do it, which is more it than anything.
Yeah.
They have both tried to like tie me down to knit, and I've done it. Not well. Definitely, I don't have the talent of these two at all. I would rather glue yarn together. Just because I don't have the time, and I think a cat just hit the door.
Yeah, probably.
But
not like flying through the air, hit the door.
Flying cat. But yeah, so back in Serbia, I actually listen to these podcasts, and I hear all the stuff.
Feels like
great
home.
stuff. It feels like home.
Feels like home.
That yeah.
So Lisa taught Shauna to knit a dishcloth.
I did. She did really well.
She did a dishcloth.
But it's something I don't think she does it. It's something she can do socially. If we're all over there, she'll pick it up and do it. But she doesn't do it well.
But you also knit a watch cap toque for your husband.
I knitted for both of the girls. I knitted a hat. I knitted a hat for my husband, and then which I wear all the time.
And you did the cowl.
And then I did one cowl, and then one cowl I started 2.5 years ago, and it's about an inch big.
So you have a whip.
I've gotten some progress.
Got to work in progress.
Yeah, in Serbia, people knit all the time, and it's more because, it's an art there, but it's also probably one of their main form of clothing, of the clothing that they wear there. So, and it's beautiful, and it's very inexpensive there. So whereas very inexpensive. So where a finished project here might cost $100 or more, and it's beautifully done. It takes many hours with beautiful yarn. There, even if it takes many hours, that same item might cost you $20 or $10 just because the labor there is so inexpensive.
So if we ever come visit, we will have to go to a yarn shop.
Yarn Curl.
I've looked for the yarn shops, but I'm thinking they're just still on the sheep, and they're just taking the yarn trait from the sheep and
doing what they do.
Yeah, maybe that's what's actually happening with it.
Very cool.
Cool. So we just wanted to have a little video with Shauna.
We wanted you to meet Shauna. Because we've talked about her a couple times.
Because this is Shauna. And she's knitworthy.
Yes, definitely knitworthy.
Yep.
No, it means we'll knit for you.
We've knit for you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're knitworthy.
Yeah.
No.
Anything I make, you would not want. But anything, I'll let people knit for me.
Are knitworthy.
Yes, people can knit for me.
So
so are her.
And so Shauna has two girls.
You're pretty special.
They're good friends of my son and Lisa's daughter. And so I did some knitting for them while they were here this week. So I made two, these are some FOs. I made two ponytail hats. So instead of the bun hat at the top, there's a hole at the back for a ponytail to come out. And I have really some stills. They look so cute on the girls. Yeah. And they love pink. So I found these pink pom-poms just today. 2 hours ago at Heaven Handmade, and Lisa helped me sew them on. So I did this one and this one with some bubbles. They're so cute. And I took a picture of the girls wearing them, so I'll add that in. And then I did 2 stocking caps for them, like the one that I did for my son.
You've shown one of them.
I showed this one before, but the pom-pom wasn't on.
It's so cute.
Lisa sewed the pom-pom for me an hour ago.
Earning my keep.
And then I just finished this one last night.
And I sewed the pom-pom on earlier.
And she sewed the pom-pom on earlier. So, and I have a picture of the girls wearing these too. Super cute. So those are my FOs.
Yeah, that's it. Try them.
Since we recorded a week ago. These are what else I have to add to the video.
This one I think is Becca's.
That was Laura's, but they're pretty close to the same size.
That color looks good on you.
Actually,
that color.
Yay!
Looking good.
Just throw it all on.
So you see everything.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. Very colorful. Rainbow bright.
Right? Go through the airport like this on my way to Edmonton.
Yeah. So Shauna's been here all week at my house, and it's been like a whirlwind tour because they're back in Sarnia, and there's everyone that wants to see them and they want to see, and we've
things
had
they want to do and just go.
We had 2 big feasts at my house with a bunch of families.
Crazy feast.
And all their bags are packed, and you have to be careful if you touch it because it may just explode. But they are packed as they can be, and they're leaving us this afternoon. So we're gonna miss you, Shauna. But this is our Shauna.
So I'll still live vicariously through you guys and all your knitting amazingness.
Our knitting adventures.
I never realized, because for everybody in Knitland,
Knitlandia.
I never understood how these are pretty cool. Like there's a whole this seems to be totally the wrong word, but like a very cool cult.
Community.
Like a subculture.
We say community.
Community.
Yeah.
Cult.
Community.
But I love it, and I wouldn't have understood it until I met these two. And I think it's pretty cool.
And I want to plug, Shauna has a blog. So she has started.
It is hilarious.
It is hilarious. She started a blog after they went to Serbia, and she's just got some posts up there about life and new adventures in Serbia.
Nudity in Europe. You want to learn about that?
And immodesty.
The cheek kissing.
Yeah.
Awkward cheek
It's an
kissing.
adventure.
I know you guys have readers,
Watchers.
watchers.
Viewers.
You have viewers around the world, and for everybody who's in Europe, I'm still learning the double kiss. Canadians hug. I'm a hugger. I hug everybody. Kind of like this, actually, sometimes.
She's a big hugger.
I'm a hugger. But in Europe, they do the double kiss. But sometimes there's a triple kiss where they're like, and I don't know which way they're going to go. And the other day, my friend's husband from Australia, he went in for a kiss, but I wasn't sure what side he was going, and he kissed my ear. Like, he actually got the lobe. He got the lobe, and it was hard because I didn't know what to do.
So your blog is on WordPress. Do you know the URL for it?
It's expat-eyes.com.
So I'll put it on the screen.
But
and
check
yeah,
it out.
check it out. It's
funny.
really entertaining.
Yeah, if you want a good laugh at like 2:00 in the morning, well, we can tell you some stuff that happens. Like
we can arrange that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you ever go to Serbia and
you have a place to stay, come. I don't know you, but you can come.
She'll happily take in any friend of ours is a friend of Shauna's.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, just wanted to wish you all Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Or whatever you celebrate.
Merry Christmas, happy everything.
Water.
Happy knitting. Happy Knitmas. Bye.
That's a good one. Bye. See you later.